Hi, I'm Reed. I did play Golnix until I was murdered. Now I play Loft. Loft is a Anzac, which is a bird person.
Hi, I'm Alexa. I played Ovak until he burned the party and kind of went on a separate storyline, and now I play Nikki, known by her friends, and Nick, known by everybody else. Nikki is a Hong, which is a bug person with 4 arms.
So currently, the player for Narba is suffering from pretty much a cold, so he won't be joining us. And the player for Lakra is at work currently and may join us in the next hour or two. So those voices will be absent for now. So when we left off, Hig was escorting people at their request to the basically manufactory for this ship. However, a lot of people weren't aware just how bad off they are. So they basically look like walking corpses currently. Do people want to realize that and change, or keep going?
No.
I don't look that bad.
I'm at full health.
Same.
What about Lakra and Narp?
Yeah, so what I'm going to do is a orderly is what I'm going to have happen. Come along and very much encourage Loria to go to the medbay, and also Narpa and Lakra. I'm going to, since their players aren't here, default to having Narpa and Lakra agree, although protest heavily, and demand that you get them something good.
Okay.
Narpa also has a plan for, like, he was asking last session about software development.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think Narpa would want you guys to pursue that. He basically wants an app that would allow an app or a program or something along those lines that would allow his radio to interface with your phones.
Okay. Loria's gonna ask the medical person, why do I need to go? Can't that wait?
The medical person is going to take a small notebook out, draw something, and draw a bar on there. At the top is dead, at the bottom is fine. And I'm going to put a line really close to the top and say, this is you right now.
Okay, so stick some drugs in me and let me go and I'll come back later.
There are all kinds of problems with that. He's eventually just going to sort of sigh and
Nikki's gonna pipe up and go, why don't you just take some of the drugs in your bag?
No.
Okay.
Do you want some of the drugs?
No.
Because they will kill you instantly.
Why would you carry those in your bag?
To kill people.
The orderly has walked off.
The orderly said, okay.
With Narpa and Lakra.
Okay.
So those two will later be found at the medbay. Everybody else?
To the guns!
Yeah, off to the manufacturing. So this ship has... Yeah, the standard design for most ships in this is a central core with rings around it. This has a much larger sort of band with also spokes that have little additional pods. And they're coming off the core. Because in this, the only realistic way that I found to generate artificial gravity consistently is just through spinning. So that's the standard method of gravity in this setting. And most of the stuff that happens on a ship happens on its rings and spokes and everything. There are some engineering functions, mainly just thrusts though, that happen on the core. So you're being brought to the engineering area, which is another one of those little pod separations. And it's a structure that in its overall size is about the size of a small block, like a small city block. And it's multiple layers. It's just cubic in design rather than square footage. You'll see plenty of smoke rights and the smaller creatures going to work here, but also a fair number of Hong and things that aren't immediately obvious that they're organic whatsoever. That seem to be either the machines themselves or running a lot of them. There are a couple of the really cybernetic creatures that seem to almost merge with a machine and make it function and then separate out from the machine, kind of like how power armor will sort of at rest on its frame. So that sort of thing is what you see. And it's really noisy, really hot. Yeah, this part of the vessel just seems to be the place where you turn off your ears and don't worry about the air conditioning. And that's what you guys walk into.
I want to figure out what Loft and Nick are feeling.
Okay.
So it's charisma.
Yeah.
Roll. So I rolled with advantage because I get advantage on all charisma rolls,
Okay.
and I got a 4.
Okay.
Wait, what
So
is
I
she doing?
need to roll twice.
Trying to intuit what you two are thinking about.
Oh.
So unless there's any particular reason why you two are concealing what you're thinking.
Nope.
Okay.
No.
What you're feeling, rather. Okay, so answer Loria's question. I guess. Implicit question.
Which was
I want to know what you are feeling right this moment.
okay. It would be it'd be a mixture of anxious and excited, and I guess longing, wanting something,
Okay.
and feeling like getting closer to it.
Okay. That seems like enough.
Okay. Lexa.
Super excited to go on adventure with Loft, and just kind of like desire and longing to be as helpful as possible.
Okay.
Satisfied?
Mhm.
Okay. Hig is going to lead you over to an actual market-looking place that has a bit of a palisade setting it off from everything else, but this is more of a screen type thing. And lead you around to a front gate, wave his hand, and sort of say, "Welcome to the marketplace."
A marketplace.
Yes, and as you're saying that, you have to shout it at the top of your lungs, just to get over the machine den.
I didn't
then-
realize we needed money.
He gives you a weird look, and then there's a gout of flame that just shoots up into the air from behind him. He goes, "You thought things here would be free?"
We were brought onto a ship with a mission that we were not allowed to prepare for. I assumed we were being given supplies.
He shrugs and says, "Not my fault."
No money.
And he starts walking.
In or away?
Yeah, in.
Okay.
He says, "We've also got one more introduction to do."
Okay. And I'll just keep following him.
Anybody else?
Nope. Just gonna follow.
Okay. He's going to go over to a stall where there's a large gun that's being currently worked on by a spokerite and a child spokerite at the same time. The child is getting into the smaller bits of it and just sort of lubricating things, while the big one is dialing it around and doing the large maneuvering. Higgs introduces this guy as Muggo Miles, Team Levangela 1's heavy gunner.
Muggo Miles?
Yep,
Almost
Muggo
like
Miles.
Magoo. What's the kid's name?
Who are you asking?
Just a generally directed question.
Oh, okay. So Higgs says that's Miles.
Oh, okay. Who's the big guy then?
That's Muggo. Weren't you paying any attention?
What? Most
And-
people
and
have
they-
two names. Okay.
I understood it.
Yeah, as soon as Ryan was like, "That's Miles," and
So-
it's like, "Alright, the other one's Muggo."
Am I the only one not really? Wait, but you said the station's finest gunner. Which one?
He didn't say that.
You did say that.
No, he did not.
No. He said the heavy gunner for Team Levangela 1.
Okay, so which one's the gunner?
The one who can hold the gun. And he gives you kind of a weird... Like, he tilts his head sideways
Yeah,
like
so
you're an
that's
idiot.
the weird part, and like I'm the only one that didn't understand that you were only referring to like. Okay.
Like when you said, so which one's the gunner? He like tilts his head to the side like you're an idiot and says, the one who can hold the gun. But yeah.
Right, you weren't there during the last situation we were in. Don't worry about it. I've seen weirder. I've seen much weirder today, actually.
So Muggo just kind of looks at you and nods.
Okay.
Goes back to his gun.
Why did you introduce us to this fine fellow?
He narrows his eyes at you.
We asked.
Then looks around. Which one of you is the leader?
We don't really have one.
L'Oreal, step forward.
Do you really? Okay,
He says,
sure.
didn't they tell you anything?
They did.
Oh, maybe I should explain. That one doesn't tell anybody anything.
Who said I was leading you?
Apparently, you.
No.
Just now. At this exact moment. Whenever he asked who's the leader, and you step forward.
I'm the one who knows the things. I'm the
And
one
you
who's
refuse
supposed to be
to
here.
tell them to people.
Higgs
It's
steps
me.
in between the two of you.
Loft. Nick.
Higgs steps in between the two of you and says, anyway, what she didn't tell you is that we're going to be doing a joint op.
Okay.
So it's our group and your group?
He nods.
Is this all that your group consists of, or is there more?
He holds out his fingers. Or he holds out his hand and counts off on his fingers. There's... I don't have enough fingers, but he does.
Oh my God.
I was gonna... See, I was under the impression that he was gonna count them all off with his fingers and have it entirely wrong.
No. He goes, there's Rogam and Swiss, the leader. Oh, wait, no. I got their name wrong. They're called the Purple Barleys. Anyway, Rogam and Swiss, Breck Blood Blue, Vash Napalm, Muggo Miles, and Hig Flowers.
He only raised one finger for Muggo Miles. Kate's just gonna be like,
Well, he raised two.
I
Hig raised two.
Remember, he said that he doesn't have enough
I know,
fingers.
but still. Like, okay.
I got the count wrong myself. What?
No,
I
even
listed-
GM's confused.
I listed that there were 6 of them. Oh, well, yeah. Because
Muggo Miles.
I treat Muggo Miles as one person, but I guess I did it in the... I'm confused now, too. In the paragraph it says that there are 6 specialists, but then Miles isn't exactly a specialist, kind of. Whatever.
Well, meta, I
Miles
know
is
that
like-
the children.
Miles is like Nikki.
If Nikki actually lived on Loth.
Wait, what?
Yeah, sort of.
Yeah, no, because Muggo has 2 backpacks,
Oh.
one of which is filled with ammunition, the other of which has some bedding and some food and stuff in there.
Ah,
Sounds legit.
okay. I'm a little too big.
You're this one size class smaller than me.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Just a little bit too big.
Oh, Miles is actually also missing one leg, so...
Oh.
But he just kind of hops around on a tripod and style and doesn't really seem to mind the difference.
Okay.
So wait, he would be walking on all 4s if he had 4?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll ask. So when's our first op so we know when we need to be ready?
He shrugs and says, ready whenever you are. We got enough, what he calls them is bilge crawlers. He says we have enough bilge crawlers that we can go now, and we're in the sweet spot.
We'll need
Basically.
medical attention first.
He nods and then adds on, and guns.
Yes.
Do you know where we're going?
For...
Whatever the op is?
He gestures his thumb, and it seems to be indicating the back of the ship.
Oh.
Or
Wait.
rearward from where they are now.
As in on the ship?
Yeah. He nods at you. Bilge crawlers. They're in the bilge.
Oh. These are vermin, aren't they?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay.
He says they're really good for shooting.
Just didn't anticipate that being an op. But, okay.
He shrugs.
Well, you gotta
You
start
guys-
somewhere.
He shrugs and says, you guys didn't even bring guns, so...
We weren't told to bring guns.
Yeah, to be honest with you, I actually have a legitimate excuse. All of mine were confiscated before I even showed up here, so
Did you go back to the Sanctus before you came here?
no.
So you got your stuff taken by the Sanctus?
No. Remember, I said that the original team that I was with more or less was...
Was a bunch of idiots.
Yeah, they were a bunch of idiots, and we got burned.
Okay, so then where'd your gear go?
Yeah, the idiots in my team took them.
Okay, see. You
Like I said,
confiscated.
yes, they were confiscated by my team.
Okay, so. Sorry. In Kate's mind, that goes official. Like, confiscated's a very official word.
Look at me. Do I look like I could have physically fought off somebody?
No, that's why I assumed that you were confiscated, but not by the team. I don't know.
I think Cade's hang up here is that when people take it, or when an organization takes it, it's confiscated. When people take it, it's stolen.
Or taken. Just flat taken.
It depends on the context. I get it.
Their context was, we're confiscating this whether you like it or not.
Well, see, that's a bit different because I used the word confiscate.
So was your team the result of your burn?
Yes.
Do they need to be neutralized?
I mean, not really. They probably will cause more problems for themselves than we could cause to them.
Oh,
They may very well neutralize themselves in the near future, but as of right now, not really. They're more trouble to themselves than is necessary for us to go and take out.
So they're not going to be a problem.
Yeah,
Just out of curiosity, were any of them obsessed with explosives?
that's dangerous. Why would they be obsessed with explosives?
Just checking. It moves on.
Muggo nods at a landmine that he's got stashed under the table that he's working on. Those explosives is good. Dangerous, it makes him good.
See why you
And he,
say that.
and he taps on the side of his helmet. Like, he seems like he was just saying this and doesn't really care what you think about it.
So these two need weapons. Where can we find them?
Who are you asking?
Pig, probably.
So Higgy's going to point across the shop and the sort of path in the middle. It's not incredibly busy, but it's also not empty, by the way. There are a few people who are pushing around basically boxes on wheels, things like that. He asks what you're looking for.
I'm just going to go up to one of the shops.
He shrugs and lets you go. He asks if you can find your way back.
Depends. Are you coming with?
He shrugs and says, I can do other stuff. As for directions to the infirmary, I guess that's where I'll meet you.
Alright.
Then he pops some pills.
Can I find a sniper rifle?
Okay, how much money do you have on you?
24.
That's not going to be enough. So you'll sidle on up to one, and you'll find a, it's basically like an umbrella holder that has a few rifles in it.
Okay. I'm gonna not pick up one, but I'm gonna ask if they work.
He's gonna nod. Say, why sell guns that don't work?
I don't know, seen it before.
Yeah, he grunts disapprovingly at that.
Are you willing to trade?
He'll tilt his head side to side. It's a depends on what you got type gesture.
Okay. I'm gonna give him some of my drugs.
He has no idea what you're offering him.
Is Nick nearby?
Would Nick be coming along?
Nick is still scavenging for tools. I'm trying to take as much time as I can so I can get some good stuff.
Okay, good. Is there a rat nearby?
Oh dear.
You would do better if you just asked him if he had something to test poisons on.
Okay.
Or like, say these are poisons and I can prove it, if you give me a sample.
Okay.
So he'll point you over to where there's a sort of dumpster thing near one of the, there's a food truck type establishment. And he'll point you over that way and say that you can find something, that you could most definitely find things that are just scratching around in the dumpster back there.
Are either of them nearby?
I probably would have stayed in the shop and just kind of sat down, crossed my arms, and watched the chaos.
You like shooting at dumpster things?
I'm not. I never shot at a dumpster thing, thank you. And also, why would you want me to shoot a dumpster thing?
You're gonna grab it.
So, let me get this straight. You want me to grab a dumpster thing after shooting it?
No, you're just gonna grab it.
So you assume that I can grab a dumpster thing just because I can shoot it?
If you need to, you can shoot it.
I'm confused by what you're trying to ask me here, because on one hand it sounds like you're asking me to grab something alive, but then it's like, but if you can't get it alive, get it dead.
Grab the thing in the dumpster.
Why?
You want a gun, don't you?
I just watched you try to get one for Narva. You're obviously not getting one for me.
Who says I can't do both? Pull up my syringe. See this?
Yeah,
Kill you in 2 seconds.
I'm aware.
I'm trading them.
They're not really interested in that kind of power, you know that. They don't want poison, they want explosive.
The guy behind the shop owner is going to shrug and say, whatever. I like killing things.
Here's the other thing. I don't usually dumpster dive there.
Well, you're going to.
Why? And how are you so sure? Because last I checked, you're not the boss, according to you.
How much money does Loria have on her?
24.
The other thing is,
That's the thing.
Loria could pay a little spokerite kid a couple credits to grab something out of the dumpster for her.
So Lori's just gonna look at Cade and say, these drugs get you guns. I need to test the drugs to show him that they kill things. You're going to do it because I am dying, or I am almost dead, and I don't want to get scratched by a dumpster thing and die. So you're going to get it because you aren't scratched and you keep bragging about it. So do it, or
I
you
haven't
don't get a
bragged
gun.
about not getting hurt, like, ever.
Can I walk up?
No.
Yeah. Since this would make a bit of a scene, if not exactly commotion.
I'll walk over to the dumpster
Okay.
and just kind of crouch down next to it and stare at the side of the dumpster.
Okay.
Do I see any rats or anything inside the dumpster?
You see several large masses that can definitely be critters.
How large is large?
Are you going for the largest one, or do you want to just know how big they are in general? Because there are smaller ones that could just be like hot meat or something like that that got thrown in here. Then there are also mold patches. Like, this is an absolutely nauseating dumpster.
Yeah.
The way they clean it out is just by setting it on fire every so often.
Okay. I'm not actually looking specifically at... well, I guess I don't really know what vision this works in. Because you literally just have it labeled as X-ray vision.
That work on a dumpster?
So, it's infrared.
It's infrared?
Yeah. So you're just squatting next to the dumpster and staring inside.
Yeah, trying to see if there is a rat, how big it is, whether or not I could theoretically grab it to shut them up.
Yeah.
Obviously, I don't want to grab a like a raccoon or something like that.
Yeah, this dumpster has all kinds of living creatures in it. So it's more up to you what size you want to go for.
Something about the size of my hand.
Alright, yeah. Those would definitely be present. So you're going to go try to grab one.
Yeah.
You'll have to get into the dumpster for that. What I'm imagining now is you're up on the rim and just kind of staring in.
Nikki?
Okay, so I'm gonna come running over and go, yes, Loft?
Can you go down there and grab me a rodent about yay big, please?
I'm gonna jump in and go grab one.
Okay, the thing is, Loft is not prey size.
Meaning?
Meaning, Nikki could be prey size.
Okay.
So Nikki is going dumpster diving and may have to duel with a grub in there.
I have animal handling skills.
Okay. So, Nikki also doesn't have the same level of vision. So, Nikki is going to have a decently harder time. First, make an investigation check. This is one that you can't actually fail, but it'll tell me how bad it goes for you.
Okay, I rolled a 12.
12 out of 4. So, you'll find something. When Nikki is going hunting around, she is going to scooch something to the side and grab a small grub, and then that is going to burst out from a smaller area, from a deeper area, rather. That, like, there was a hot pocket, basically, like an actual pocket of heat that Loft wasn't able to warn Nikki about. And yeah, you got 2 of that thing's tendrils wrapped around you. Wrapped around one of your arms.
How big is it?
This one is about 1.5 meters long.
Holy crap.
So what size class is that compared to me?
It's essentially the same size class.
Oh. So yeah, I'm gonna roll animal handling to calm it down.
Okay.
Oh no.
What'd you roll?
I rolled an 18.
Okay. So you fail to calm it whatsoever.
Yeah.
And yeah, roll initiative now. 5?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're moving first.
Okay. First thing I'm gonna do is yell.
As it also just sort of lets out a grubby sort of squeal.
Oh my.
Because Loft can see what's going
Yeah.
on, so.
I'm going to try to, for my action, I'm going to try to wrench my arms out. Like, I'm going to gently let go of the baby, like, not trying to, like, hurt it or anything, and then try to wrench my arms away.
Okay. So that'll be a strength check.
6, and my strength is 7.
Okay, so you actually do manage to get your arm out, but just barely.
Okay.
So
And
you've
can I
escaped
try
the
to
thing.
move backwards?
Yeah, you can try to.
I don't know if, like, that's considered an action or a movement, because I would be climbing over trash and stuff.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's a movement, but you have to make a check to successfully do it because the
Okay.
ground's really unstable and all that.
Okay, then I would like to do that.
Okay.
Would that be dexterity? I got a 3, and my dexterity is 10.
Okay. So that will let you quite easily just... You can pick the right spots, you land on solid things, and you'll be able to get to the edge of the dumpster.
That's all I can do.
Yeah. It's going to try to follow you.
Wait, does Loft need to roll initiative? Since I've kind of pulled him into the...
Does Loft want to get involved?
Yes.
Okay, then yeah. Loft can... Well, you'll just go ahead and move after this thing moves.
Okay.
It doesn't need to make an agility check because of how its limbs and stuff work.
Yeah.
But it's not going to be able to move as far. What's your movement? Yeah, so it's 2 plus 2 so far. Whereas this thing, it only has a movement of 2.
Okay.
That's going to be its movement, and then it's going to make a ballistics check.
Oh, it can shoot.
I think it spits. More like.
And it got a critical success.
Oh.
So you get splatted right in the face with really disgusting
Wait,
fluid.
why in the face?
Because it got a critical success.
Yeah, and it's in your eye, and it's stinging. Because
Wait, what?
It's splashed from your back to your eyes.
but
You've got compound eyes.
Yeah.
so they're really large,
Oh, okay.
which is an advantage that it's an advantage and a disadvantage because Hung actually have much greater peripheral vision than humans.
Okay.
Just like flies have really good peripheral vision.
Uh-huh.
On the bright side, you're going to take very little damage.
I'm
Roll-
still gonna scream.
roll that d4 because the main thing is it's really painful. So
So 3 physical
That's
damage
fortunate.
and 3 mental damage.
Okay. You just hear Nikki just scream bloody murder.
then you see the grub spit a stream of something so anomalous fluid onto her.
Okay.
I don't know when this would happen, but Maury would walk over.
So what's Loft doing? To set the scene a little better, unless Loft knows what he's doing.
Go ahead.
Okay. Think of this as something like a fairgrounds type situation, and this is one of those food trucks that's there in a large clearing with a bunch of market type stalls that are surrounding it. This is in the middle, and then against all safety codes and health codes and everything like that, because they don't give a crap, there's the dumpster that's almost like touching the food truck. They're really, really close by,
Oh, okay.
to the point that you can probably just, with a decent toss, pitch things straight out of the truck. You know, the double wide is more what it is, into the dumpster.
Okay.
So yeah, it's not a food truck, it's a food double wide. I feel like that makes it worse.
But it also doesn't
No,
sell food.
yeah, it
so-
definitely makes it worse.
What?
It also doesn't sell food, though.
It does. So what's Loft doing?
I'll just grab her and drag her out of the dumpster.
Okay. And that's it?
Yeah. And then move away from the dumpster.
Yeah. And what's Nikki doing?
Just screaming and holding my eye.
Okay. The thing doesn't seem to want to leave the dumpster. So, for all purposes, combat's over. Unless one of you starts something.
No.
Yeah, at this point you'll be able to just come jogging up.
So did you get the thing?
That's what you're concerned about?
Yes, because the thing gets us guns.
Not the screaming person that's Are you okay?
She's alright.
I'm not
I
talking
am
to you.
on the floor screaming, holding my eye.
Yeah, you're alright.
So
Okay.
while Loria's doing that, Kate's gonna go, what's hurt? You're on the ground screaming?
Holding the eye.
Kate's legitimately concerned.
Okay, Kate, will you please do me a huge favor?
Take to the infirmary?
No. I will do that because I don't have a weapon. Can you please go kill that thing and bring it to the infirmary?
Anybody got a match?
I would like it to be more or less intact.
I'm gonna grab
Say, this
like
is
a flare.
what did this. How, do you have anything that counteracts whatever this thing
Yeah.
is?
So we can
Like-
either that, unless you would like to go milk it and get some venom off of it.
Like if a snake bites somebody, you bring the snake.
So we're
That,
gonna-
that idea.
I don't really know how to identify this, so unless you have a way of recording it and showing them exactly what it is.
At this time, Nikki's going to start screaming water.
Kate turns and
Right.
smiles. 1 second.
How close is the grub to the surface of the dumpster?
It would have been tunneling a bit back beneath at this point.
I'll shoot it.
You'll have to hop up onto the dumpster to do that.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, Nikki is screaming for water. Is anybody doing that?
Yes, I'm going to be taking
Okay.
her to the infirmary, and while I head that way, I'll just try and get some water from somebody to dump it on her eye.
Meanwhile, he said
I'm
the
gonna
magic
hand him
words
water.
of Cade, go look at the thing. So I will go and look at the thing.
Okay, so Cade and Lori are both hopping up onto the dumpster.
I'm gonna hand him water.
A water bottle.
Oh yeah, because
Okay.
we have this.
So mark off a water bottle.
I'm just gonna look at Cade. It's like, thanks for being useless.
In any case, Cade's basically gonna run over there and just try to catch like a glimpse.
Okay, so you'll see like the tail end of it wriggling away under the ground.
All right, that's good enough. Let's go.
Lori's gonna shoot.
I've probably already shot.
Yeah. Okay.
Shoot. What?
The grub.
7. So, pass.
Okay. Deal damage.
1.
Okay. You're gonna breach a little bit, and it'll leave a little bit of goo, but it's not gonna stop.
As soon as I get a steady image, by the way, I'm running back over the to get to the infirmary with them.
Okay.
I'm
And
s-
obviously, we use the water to flush out our eyes.
and then go to the
Infirmary.
yeah.
No pit stops, no nothing, just straight there.